Hey, it's Kevin.
And Frank from Cruising with Wheels.
How you doing? We are doing a video today about the top 3 ways to book your cruise.
Everyone's been asking about it on our YouTube channel.
So here it comes. So, Frank and I have used all 3 of these methods. That's right, all 3.
And coming in at number 3 is booking your cruise directly with the cruise line.
Now, Frank and I have used this method in the past, but we really have decided that it's not for us. There are perks to booking directly with the cruise as well as drawbacks. So the first thing is we feel that they are probably the best with their knowledge of their brand. So in other words, Carnival's kind of like the party ship. NCL is all about freestyle cruising. Celebrity's a little bit more posh. They're all going to know the limitations that they have the best.
I mean, who better to know than the people who work there?
Exactly. We think that you have a little bit more limitations when you go directly with the cruise line, because then you have to find your own airfare, find your own excursions. You can book them directly through the cruise line's website, which is nice, but in some of the other methods, you can do that too. You can also buy travel insurance directly through the cruise lines, but you're limited to what they sell if you're booking directly through the cruise line. Now, as we've mentioned in another video all about travel insurance, you can still book directly through the cruise line and get your travel insurance from another company, which also might be an option if you decide to go with option number 3.
And next on the list, at number 2, a local travel agent. And we're going to give a little shout out to Rochester Travel Group, because we started with them as a local agent.
We do like working with a local travel agent. There's a little more intimacy with that.
Right. They're not just a voice on the phone. We would always go down there. I think we would sit down. Was it Jennifer?
We would sit down with Jennifer or Joe.
You've seen her with Kevin in the video that they did on travel insurance.
Yes. We like option number 2 for a few reasons. One being that we like to pay in cash a lot of times. It's easier. You don't have a big credit card bill looming over your head. You get to have personal interaction. You can sit down at a desk with somebody and talk about these are the things I want to do on my cruise. This is what I want to see. This is where I'm thinking of going, and they can help direct you.
I mean, we'd go there, we'd sit down with Jennifer, we'd have a really good time. We'd go out to lunch afterward. It was kind of like a whole day out.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have someone local right here in the city that we live. Exactly.
A travel agent that's local can handle everything for you. They can handle your airfare, your transportation, your hotel, your cruise. They can book all your reservations for you for dining.
Right, and especially for people that need wheelchairs or walkers, rental equipment. If you need to rent a wheelchair or a walker or oxygen or whatever you might need, they're there. It's kind of a one-stop shopping.
Correct.
And that's something you won't get with direct with a cruise line.
No. If you book directly with a cruise line, you will be responsible for pretty much everything. They're just going to...
The cruise, that's kind of what they do, and a little bit of the insurance. Other than that, the rest is on you. So why not do a one-stop shop?
Now, the next method is what we prefer to do As many of you who have been subscribed to us for a while and seen our other videos about planning know that the big thing about the cruise vacation for Frank and I is the planning, mostly for me. I like finding the deal. I like picking the cruise. I don't need anybody telling me where we should go or what we should do.
Exactly. I like the deal.
Yeah, we really do like the deal.
And how did you find cruises.com?
Well, I don't even know.
Trolling the internet, I'm sure.
Probably.
Looking for the deals. And
Yes. Actually, I will tell you. Here's a quick story. So number one, which we forgot to mention, our number one preferred is cruises.com. We are not sponsored by them. We do not have an affiliation with them. We are receiving no monetary, what am I looking for?
reimbursements or rebates or...
This is a totally unsolicited shout out for cruises.com.
Yeah, we don't get anything.
But I had booked a cruise directly through
Right.
NCL, which y'all know we love NCL. I had booked directly through them, and I think the cruise fare was like $2,800. We thought we were getting a great deal.
And that's for both of us.
And that was for both of us, and I think we were in a balcony that year.
Yes, we were.
And I was looking, as we often do, for a better price, thinking
like daily.
I was really obsessed at that time, but we were looking for a better price because NCL, as most of the cruise lines, have a price guarantee. So if you find a price lower, then they'll give you the lower price. The caveat with NCL specifically was we found out that it had to be a lower price on their website, not on anybody else's website.
That's kind of goofy.
So fast forward, what was it, 3 days maybe?
Right.
2-3 days. I was trolling the internet for pricing, and I come across cruises.com. And I said, oh, wow, they have stuff on excursions. They have stuff on dining. They have stuff on, it was their website is amazing. And so I type in NCL and the cruise that we were on, and it's $800 cheaper
Cha-ching!
on their website. So
The same exact cruise.
same exact cruise, same exact cabin. We're talking apples for apples, not apples against oranges. So I called up NCL and I told them I had found this on cruises.com website. And they said, oh, well, that's too bad. And I was infuriated because of their, they were supposed to match the price. And that's when they explained that they only will do that if it's on their website. So the direct cruise line's website.
If they have a reduction,
Correct.
you're able to get that savings. Book through them and only through them.
I ended up calling back cruises.com. And at the time we were working with Mary Dugan. Shout out to Mary Dugan.
Yeah, she was awesome.
We miss her. She is no longer a travel agent within cruises.com Corporation. She still works for them, but in a different capacity.
But we've got Donna now.
Now we have Donna Balaban, and she is amazing. Basically, at the time I called up Mary Dugan, getting off topic. Basically, I called up Mary Dugan, who I had found out that when I had found out that I could transfer our reservation from NCL directly to cruises.com, and they would lower the price for us by the $800.
So we said, bye-bye, NCL. Hello, cruises.com.
Yes.
An $800 savings for the same exact cruise, cabin, everything.
Everything. And we have found this to be true with other cruises that we've been on. Because I'll check. I'll book directly with the cruise line if they have a cheaper deal. But I have to tell you that with cruises.com, usually their prices are the same, if not less, than what the cruise line is offering. You will get the same promotions that the cruise line is running. So, for example, at the time of this video, at the time of us making this video, NCL is running free at sea. So you get to pick up to 5 free items. If you book with cruises.com, it's the same thing. You get that promotion. But you get little perks. So, for example, every time we cruise, we get free onboard credit just for booking with cruises.com. Or we sometimes might select a rebate because you can get a rebate check.
Yeah, after your cruise, once you get home, you'll get a check in the mail. But we prefer the onboard credit.
Yeah,
waiting for us.
Yep, you're going to be spending money when you're on the cruise
That's right.
anyways. The other thing that we like is they do flash sales. So currently right now they've extended the sale that they had on the Royal Caribbean cruises, but they also do this this flash sale kind of thing that we love. It is reduced deposits or no deposit.
Right.
And when they say no deposit, let's face it, we're all on a budget. Most of us are on a budget.
We're always on a budget.
And when you book a cruise, normally directly through a cruise line or with a travel agent, you'll have to put down $250 per person per cabin with a $500 minimum total deposit. With cruises.com, very often they'll have a special running where you don't have to put a deposit down. Now, this is only good for one cruise booking at a time, and you will have to pay the deposit eventually, but it softens the blow, so to speak. And sometimes it allows you to book more than one cruise. So, in other words, we booked the NCL Gem, and we did it with a no deposit. And once that deposit is paid up, so in other words, the $500 minimum, then we're able to book another cruise.
And then we went and booked the NCL Jade in October.
Then we booked the NCL Jade, and we used the no deposit again for that, because at that point we were paid up on our advance deposit. And then we booked the NCL Bliss for June, which
of 2018. It's a brand new ship, just built. Will be on the inaugural cruise.
Which at the time, NCL was running a special where it was a $50 deposit per person instead of the normal $250. So we just paid the $50 a person and booked the cruise.
You still get the personal service because, you know, we're always on the phone with Donna, and it's Donna who we always talk to. So we're not calling the cruise line direct and talking to different people who are just going, what's your reservation number? And you're just kind of a number and a voice on a phone. We're like, hey, Donna, it's Kevin and Frank. Yeah, listen, we want to throw another $300 payment on the cruise. So, yeah, the credit card that you have on file for us, $300, boom, boom, boom. Or, Donna, we have a question. We saw this or we saw that, you know, and we're really not sure what that means. Could you find out and give us a call? Or, you know, usually she'll email Kevin.
Right.
So there is that personal one-on-one service.
And that's the nice thing I like about cruises.com too, is I have the option of either calling them on the phone, emailing them, faxing them, and I can deal with Donna, which I normally do, but let's say I went to the casino and I won a few bucks and I want to get that money out of my hand before I spend it.
Oh, God, yes.
I can call the 800 number and deal with anyone there, and they'll take my payment.
Right.
So...
and you're still able to get travel insurance through cruises.com.
You can get travel insurance through cruises.com, and it's a very competitive rate, and they cover a lot of things.
Now, one of the things that people might not realize is that if you are using a local travel agent in your city, or you're using cruises.com like we are, online, when you call the cruise line direct, unfortunately, they're not going to want to talk to you because you didn't book directly with them.
Yes.
So any changes you have, any questions you have, if you have booked with a local travel agent or you're using cruises.com, you must go through them. You can't jump back and say, well, oh, I saw this. Let me call NCL or let me call Carnival or a Celebrity or whoever and ask them the question. They're going to put reservation. They're going to see it and go, oh, you didn't book with us. Sorry, we can't help you. That's what you're going to hear. So keep that in mind.
Now, the only caveat to that is if your reservation is dealing with something in regards to special needs. So you can reach out to the special needs departments, or some of them call the access desk, for your questions about maybe an excursion that you're thinking about booking, or the accessibility of the ship. But, in my experience, most of the local agents in cruises.com has that information.
Right.
And if they don't have it, they'll call and they'll deal with it.
Right.
And get back to you.
Right, they will get back to you. So what we found out is that of the three, we've gotten everything we needed from cruises.com. We got the personal service. We've got everything they offer, their promotions, even in conjunction with the cruise line promotions. So we've gotten the value. So you get the cruise you want, you get the personal service, and to me, you get the value. And that's what we're looking for, is to get the best deal that we can. So
best bang for your buck.
That's right. It ended up, and you know what that means? Best bang for your buck means more cruises.
More excursions.
Exactly.
More drinkies. More artwork.
Right. More gifts and souvenirs. So that is how it worked out for us. So we wanted to take this opportunity to run down the three with all of you, to give you all the options that come with each one of these methods of booking a cruise.
So if you're interested in finding more information about cruises.com, maybe you're booking a cruise and you want to give them a try. If you're interested in dealing with our agent, Donna, just send us an email and we'll get you her information. I just don't feel comfortable at this time putting it out there. She asked us to do it privately. And I will link cruises.com's website below. And I'll try to link in Princess, Costa, MSC, NCL, Royal Caribbean. I'll try to get all their websites
Carnival.
down there. Oh, Carnival. Can't forget Carnival. So that it's easy for you to just click that link and go book your cruise.
I know. Get going. You're wasting time.
What are you waiting for?
Oh my God, you could be on the pool deck sipping a drink.
And we want to tell you, this is probably the biggest tip I will have for all of you to save money on your cruise. Do not wait until the last minute. Do not wait until the last minute. You want to book that cruise the first day it's available. The very first day that it is available, you will get the best price. We will give you an example. We booked the NCL Jade cruise for October for Frank's birthday. The very first day it was available to book. The very first day. And it was $1,500 less than it is today. So if you wait, you're not going to get a deal. If you do get a deal, it might not be as good of a deal as you think, because you're going to end up with the cabin that's under the disco, or the cabin that is
cabins that nobody wants.
It's all the cabins that nobody wants.
Right. So the people that do, and there are who are like, oh, I waited to, a couple days before, you're going to get what's left.
Right. And that's fine.
That's fine for you.
Sometimes it's a good thing. shout out to the Sea Cruisers. I was watching their video. They booked a last minute cruise and picked a guarantee, room guarantee. Now, if you're not familiar with room guarantees, it just means that you're going to get what they're going to give you. And
they got a room,
right?
But you don't know where it is or what it is. But
they got surprised.
Right.
It was a beautiful balcony, and they had booked an inside guarantee. So you might end up with something good, but you might not.
Right.
We can never do it because we want a room for Frank that is handicap accessible.
And that's the issue that we have, and this is why we talk about handicap accessibility and the rooms, cruising with wheels, because we can't do that kind of booking.
Preparation.
Right. And on the ships, there's only so many handicap rooms, and we want to make sure that we get the best location of a handicap cabin on the ship.
Yep, I'll tell you, big mistake. Last time we were in an aft, the farthest spot in the ship, we weren't used to it. I got so seasick.
And that was only because
I waited too long.
The ship hit a major storm from New York in the Atlantic heading south, and because we were in the back of the ship,
we were bouncing up and down and side to side.
That bed was shaking and jumping. We thought the entire cabin.
We were looking for Carol Ann.
I know, was falling apart like there were poltergeists in our room. I swear to God, it was like being at home with the puppies jumping on the bed. And I looked and there were no puppies. The bed was just jumping. It was crazy, but we hit like a 2-day storm.
We hit a 2-day storm, and also I waited a little bit too long to book the cabin. And I missed out on the midship cabin, and it's a good. It was a good experience.
Yeah, and that's usually where we like to be, is midship. So, those are our tips. Booking your next cruise.
Yes, book. Start looking now, and give Donna a call at cruises.com, or book directly with the cruise line, or call your local travel agent. You got to pick one of them. Might as well pick one and book that cruise today.
Yeah, don't forget, prepare and save money.
Travel safe.
Cruise often.
Bullocks.
Yeah, but I don't act like a robot. Just
what am I going to say? Bullocks. She's going to kill me.
Choppy.
Bullocks.